friends, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Kayla, and today I'll be doing a part 2 of the styling summer aesthetics, but this time I'm styling your summer aesthetics. Today we're going to be styling some summer aesthetics that you guys submitted, and I'm going to be honest, it's going to be a bit of a doozy. The aesthetics that you guys submitted are so cool and creative, and I gotta tell you, some of them are meant for someone cooler than I. For example, Clowncore is one of the aesthetics I will be tackling today, and I literally had nothing in my wardrobe for this aesthetic. So I hit up the thrift store just to see if I could find a couple of things, but as y'all know, I'm on a very, very strict budget because I quit my corporate job to see if I can make my YouTube channel work full time. And so I'm really not trying to like spend extra money at the moment, but I did manage to find 2 tops that I think are gonna work really well for this aesthetic. You'll have to let me know. Another one is Regencycore that I just ended up thrift flipping a dress for, and I'm gonna be honest, it's a dress I've had for years and years. It didn't fit anymore. I love all things Regency. Bridgerton's one of my favorite shows. Jane Austen's one of my favorite classic authors. I love the aesthetics of the Regency era. However, the actual garment shape is simply not my favorite, so I don't own anything in my wardrobe within that, except for like the one Regency costume dress I bought when I did an Emma cosplay. I did Harriet Smith. But because I didn't want to leave you guys hanging with just like one outfit, I decided to put together some Pinterest boards for you guys. I hope that's okay. I hope that helps. I just felt a little wasteful to buy things that I might probably not ever wear again. So hopefully this works. Before we jump into this video, don't forget to go down below and hit that subscribe button. It's totally free, and I'll let you know when I upload new videos, which is every single Thursday. Now, without further ado, let the aesthetic styling commence. I repeat, this aesthetic is for someone way cooler than me, but holy shit, I feel cool. This is somebody who knows who the hell they are, and I love that. This is so fun. Okay, so let me walk you through my thought process here. Take a sip of my apple cider because I've been pretending it was autumn since March. Okay, so we'll start from the bottom and work our way up. During this process, I realized that I am actually so boring when it comes to shoes. All of my shoes are either black, white, or brown, with the exception of 2 pairs that are pink. These are pink, though they look kind of tan. They're just some plain Bangs shoes. This aesthetic definitely plays with bright colored everything, including shoes. I saw a lot of colorful Doc Martens, colorful Converse, things like that. Sometimes literally like big shoes, like shoes that are literally like big shapes, are popular within this aesthetic, kind of reminiscent of a clown shoe. So I just went with what I had that was not black, white, or brown. So just these little pink canvas shoes. Moving up, I have on some jeans. I decided to go with these ones because they have like a wider leg. I feel like a good wide leg jean works really well for this. They mirror the clown pants sort of style, if you will, being just kind of like a little bit larger, though I do think clown pants taper around the ankle, but I don't have tapered jeans that like plume, you know? So I thought that a good wide leg would work. I did put some patches on. These are like my favorite jeans, and I didn't want to actually put the patches on, so I used some safety pins. This, I think, firstly looks cool, and secondly is a really great idea if you're maybe wanting to try this aesthetic but you don't want to fully commit to it. You can always pin little patches on. So this one's like a little butterfly, and this one, it just says breathe. Moving up, I have on this smiley face belt. I got this at Target a while ago. I don't know that they still have it. I think they do, but it's just like a gold smiley face belt. It felt perfect for this aesthetic. It's just, yeah, I mean, clowns are supposed to be really happy and often are associated with like childlike wonder and laughter, and I just thought this was a fun little touch. This aesthetic is very much about maximalism, so more is really more with this aesthetic, and you want it to kind of look almost costumey, kind of over the top. Lots of times it's like really bright tights paired with bright skirts, things that feel like maybe they don't match but somehow kind of do. So I definitely think when it comes to Clowncore, it's just like the more is more. One of you guys did mention vintage clowncore or historical clowncore. Unfortunately, there's nothing in my wardrobe that works for this. I used to have this shirt with like a really massive collar, and oh my gosh, that would have been perfect for this aesthetic. But unfortunately, it does not fit me anymore, so I don't own it. I think I donated it, which is, it's times like these where I think to myself, this is why I should be a hoarder. Truly, that shirt would have been perfect for that. I think when you're going for like a historical clowncore kind of look, lean Victorian, lean big collars, big ruffles. My only concern with that in summer is that, like, will you feel suffocated wearing a big humongo collar like that in summer? So then my suggestion for that would be to lean into like those thinner materials, like that red shirt that I was showing you earlier. It is really, really lightweight, actually almost see-through, kind of sheer. And so even though it has that big collar, it's not like really heavy and putting a lot of pressure or weight around the neck. So it allows a little bit of breathability, which I think is really important for summer. Now, moving up to the shirt I do have on, I thrifted this shirt. I've never seen anything quite like it. Look at the back. Dude, that's so sick. And this is such a beautiful shirt. I looked up the brand and also tried to look up the shape of this shirt to see if I could figure out if the garment style had a specific name. I didn't have any luck, but if any of you guys maybe know what style this shirt is, I would love to know. I think it's so beautiful and really cool. I love that this kind of feels like a cape. Obviously, like, I think you're meant to tuck it in, and then it creates like this kind of billowing look here in the front. I think it does that in the back too, but I think it's so stunning. It's a really bright pattern. As I mentioned before, this aesthetic really leans into bright colors, rainbow colors, bright patterns, so that's kind of what I was going for here. Again, more is more, so I threw on this green beaded tie. This probably feels a bit more costumey. You can totally put a real tie on. You could do suspenders instead. You could completely ixnay the tie. You don't need it. And you would still have a very cool clowncore looking outfit. I felt like the tie added a little bit of something, and I really liked it with this shirt. So I threw it on. I don't know. And then for accessories, I have on my little butterfly clips and my little orange earrings. And I think if I had like colorful bangles or colorful like friendship bracelets or something along those lines, like those Pura Vida bracelets that we were all obsessed with back in the day, that would look really cool too. They're really popular, like just stacking the jewelry to the nines up the arms is really big with this aesthetic. Also colorful hair, which clearly I do not have. Back in the day I used to have pink hair, and I also used to have blue hair, and I do feel like that would look very cool with this aesthetic. Oh, and I forgot my Care Bear. This is just like a little stuffed Care Bear, and one thing I noticed that a lot of people who participate in this aesthetic is they often have like soft elements. So they tend to have kind of like stuffed animal backpacks or keychains clipped to their belts, things like that. And so I actually just bought this little Care Bear stuffed animal and then attached a key ring to it. It's so cute. I used to be obsessed with Care Bears back in the day, and so this is a very fun moment for me to get to buy that guy. But yeah, so this is how it went. I hope I'm not butchering this for you guys. This is Clowncore outfit 2. Personally, I think this is actually really cute. So I guess let's start from the bottom, work our way up. I just threw on my white Converse. I think like a fun bright color, a sort of a contrasting color would have been really cool. Maybe like a blue. That I think could have looked really cool. Would have tied in the color blocking in the stripes up here. But again, I only own 2 pairs of Converse. One is white, one is brown. So I just threw on my white ones and then the all red socks. Moving up, these shorts are from Target. They actually are part of a set, and I did feel like this kind of reminded me a little bit, the striping on this, of circus tents, and I was like, you know what, this is the moment. So I put these with this striped shirt. I thought it was a cool way to sort of mix prints here, but obviously like they're similar prints. They're both stripes. One's just going horizontal, one's going vertical, and we're able to tie in the greens together. So I actually think that these match really well, and so they kind of feel like they don't match, but they also feel like they match all at the same time, you know? Moving up, I have on, this is actually a long sleeve shirt, so I rolled my sleeves up because it is summer. I thrifted this. Love the colors. Actually, I'm obsessed with this shirt. I've been wearing it like every other day since I got it. But yeah, I thought that, like, you know, we're playing with those bright kind of almost rainbow colors. This is a sort of variation of the rainbow. Obviously not every color is in it, but there's a fair few of them. For accessories, I just have on like a mixture of beaded necklaces. Got these in the kids section at Walmart. They're hella cute. I just decided to throw on my little blue mushroom earrings. They feel really youthful and they're really dainty and cute, and I thought they were a nice way to tie the blue in the shirt in. Even though they're technically different colors, I still feel like they work together, they complement each other. And then I actually took one of the other necklaces and wrapped it around my wrist like a bracelet, and it just says love in pink, yellow, green, and purple. Also, speaking of different colors, I have 4 little butterfly clips up in my hair. This outfit is very heavily inspired by this inspiration picture here, so shout out to that creator. But here is outfit number 2 for Clowncore. So again, the overall rules of Clowncore are as follows. Bright colors, the primary colors or secondary colors in terms of color blocking, rainbow color schemes, childlike or youthful motifs, things like rainbows, unicorns, smiley faces, little stuffed animals, etc. Accessorizing to the max. More is more with this aesthetic. It is definitely an aesthetic of maximalism, so add on all the layers you can, add all the texture, all of the pattern you can, and you should be good to go. And those are kind of your hallmarks of Clowncore. We have Cottagecore. I'm not gonna lie, I hadn't realized up until I was putting this outfit together, or I was putting outfits together for the Cottagecore aesthetic, how many of my favorite Cottagecore items don't fit me anymore. And I started to get so sad when I put this together and I loved it. I was like, yes, yes, I love this. It's really simple, but this to me feels very much like it fits within Cottagecore and also hobbitcore. I think if you didn't want to do a belt, which is what I ended up doing, you could do a corset and that would make it feel even more hobbity. You could do like stays, but I don't have anything like that, and so I was glad that I was able to throw on this big chunky thrifted leather belt. I was like, oh my gosh, this feels like me. This is so comfortable, and it just, I don't know, it makes me so happy. So really briefly, Cottagecore is an aesthetic that romanticizes life on the countryside. It utilizes lightweight, simple materials. It tends to err on the side of natural colors, though since it kind of like popped off in 2020, there have become so many subsects of this aesthetic, and now you can really find a version for any version of you. You can find traditional cottagecore, which I think is what this outfit would fall into, fantasy cottagecore where you see lots of fae and elven kind of looks mixed in, goblin core, which is also known as dark cottagecore, there's sporty cottagecore, there's really like the options are endless. Honestly, I love that because it almost feels like there's something for everyone now. So breaking down this outfit, we'll start with my shoes. I do think that these shoes are very cute for this. They have like these really pretty sort of feminine bows. I think that these would be perfect for a variety of different subsects or micro trends within the cottagecore aesthetic. Moving up, this is just a thrifted brown prairie skirt, tiered prairie skirt. I thrifted this a bajillion years ago. I love it. Are there holes in it? Yes. Do I care? No. It is perfect. It's got the right amount of swooshability. It fits really well. It has an elastic waistband, so it's like really, really comfortable. That was not even English. It has an elastic waistband, so it's really comfortable, and it's incredibly lightweight, which is perfect. Perfect for summer. Moving up, I have on this brown belt that I was heavily influenced by Rachel Maxey to buy. I bought this also years ago, probably in 2020. I got it at the thrift store. I feel like big chunky leather belts like this are a great alternative if you don't have corsets, underbusts, or stays, which are, like I mentioned before, a pretty big part of this aesthetic. Moving on. Off the shoulder white tops. Any kind of lightweight white top I feel like can work for cottagecore. For me, it's a staple. So this is definitely one of my favorites. It works really well for a ton of my fantasy cosplays, which is why I am so stoked to have this top. It is off the shoulder. It also has like the cute little ruching around the wrist, which I think gives it that kind of Regency feel actually. But yeah, this is really beautiful and it's a great layering piece. I would easily wear a corset over this. I have. You can also wear a pinafore over this. Pinafores are really popular within this aesthetic. Overalls, off the shoulder with overalls is an underrated combination. overall also pretty big within the cottagecore aesthetic. So this is just one option for a cottagecore look, and I'm obsessed. Also, I didn't mention accessories. I kept pretty simple. I have just on some orange, like burnt orange beaded earrings. I'm obsessed with beaded jewelry at the moment. Also, no cottagecore outfit is complete without your Camp Hollow accessory. So I have on my little Camp Hollow bear, thanks to them for sending this to me. And then I also, at Marshall's the other day, saw these little mushroom clips. Came in a pack of 4, one yellow, one black, one pink, and one red. So I put the little mushroom clip in. Now, if you feel like you need to layer up, there's an option here. The thing about summer is that you're pretty much always playing a game of, is it too hot or is it too cold? You go outside, it's really, really hot. I mean, like, it's been in the upper 90s to lower 100 degrees here in Virginia. But then you go inside and it's like 60 degrees and you're freezing. Cardigans are one of my favorite things ever in the summer. This one's pretty thick, so you definitely want to make sure that you're going somewhere where it's, you know, gonna be cold if you're gonna wear this. I know that some people might call this a micro trend, these big, huge, puffy, oversized knitted and crocheted cardigans. I bought mine on Etsy. It's custom made by a mother-daughter duo. It was an investment piece for me, and it is something that will stay in my wardrobe forever. So if you're somebody who really loves cottagecore, if it's like a big part of your personality, as it is mine, I mean, if you have the extra money and you feel comfortable doing it, or maybe asking for something like this, honestly, I recommend it. I think it's so beautiful. I'll leave the shop link down below. Okay, so this is what I would call fantasy cottagecore, and I actually feel like this is the cottagecore that all of like the cottagecore influencers have become popular for doing. And I think it's because it feels kind of outside of the norm. It's not exactly what you're seeing people in normal life kind of just like out and about wearing, generally speaking. I love it. It's a little costumey, but in the best kind of way. Like, I would wear this out. I would literally go to the grocery store in this and not bat an eye. So basically, we'll start from the bottom and work our way up. Same shoes. I love these shoes for my cottagecore outfits at the moment. I know some people like to wear Converse with their cottagecore outfits. One of you actually mentioned that last week. Mary Jane's, Oxfords, things like that. So there's lots and lots of options for shoes when it comes to cottagecore outfits. Moving up, I have on this white dress. Just as white shirts, white dresses I feel like are a staple of this aesthetic. They're perfect for layering, and whenever you are looking for that kind of dress, you want to look for something that's a bit more simple. I like a longer line dress, and then also a nice ruffle at the bottom adds a little bit of movement, a little bit of texture to a piece. So I really like this one. It's lined as well, which is really nice. This is from Maurice's, one of my favorite and one of the most underrated brands in my humble opinion. It is an off-the-shoulder dress, or you can wear it on the shoulder, either way, and it has this really pretty ruffle that goes all the way across the top. Obviously you can't see it on the top because of the corset, but you can see it on the sleeves, and I think that looks really, really pretty. And this dress is honestly just like stunning on its own too, and could work within the cottagecore aesthetic, just accessorized the right way. Moving up, I have on this corset. I thrifted this on Poshmark. It's originally from Cider. I don't think it's a secret that Cider is not like the best quality. It's also, I'm pretty sure, fast fashion, so like not great for the environment either. I can confirm not great quality. I thrifted this maybe a year or two ago. I remember I wore it to a Ren Fair last summer, but I don't wear it that often, and it for real snapped in the back while I was putting it on. So, and it's not like it's too big on me, like it is pretty loose actually. So just something to keep in mind, but I do think it's really pretty, and it matches the accessories that I wanted to pair with this. It's also the one and only non-leather corset that I own, so I decided to just throw it on. I think it's really beautiful, and it's very like feminine and ethereal and sort of royal. I love these massive ties. And then for accessories, I put on a different Camp Hollow necklace. This is my little deer. He did lose his 2 front legs. I don't think I realized both of his front legs were missing. I'm probably gonna have to get a new one at some point. And then I have on some clay earrings from my web shop. I felt like they matched the color scheme of the corset really well. They're blue, and then they have just pink and white roses on them. Then I have on my little Tinkerbell charm bracelet. I thought this was fun because it's like leaning into the fantasy side of this. And then for my hair, I just threw it in this little braided bun, and I put some flower pins in it that are the same color as the flowers in this corset. I thought that was really pretty. Then I threw on this little butterfly gold headband. That's this look. Okay, Now we're on to Regencycore. Now I do feel like this one's gonna require a little bit of explanation. One, this is a old thrifted dress that I like tried to flip into something that was remotely close. It's definitely not super accurate. The bust line, I didn't move it, and I probably should have moved it up like an inch. You would want it to sit like right under the boobs, but I just kind of left it because this way I'll actually wear it. I also didn't get a chance to hem it, so we're gonna pretend like it's hemmed. So let's walk through this outfit. I started off with just some black sandals. They're very modern. I decided to go more modern with my shoe wear to make it feel like a contemporary take on a Regency style. Obviously the whole thing feels contemporary, but that was kind of my intention. I wanted it to feel contemporary with hints of Regency to it. If you wanted to feel a little bit less contemporary, a ballet flat definitely can work. Flats were a popular shoe at the time, so you could definitely do something like that. If you're gonna try to lean into the history a bit more, tights were pretty much always worn with dresses. Also, of course, they would never be wearing a dress this short. It would be to the floor. Speaking of the dress, like I said, this was a thrifted dress. It's seen better days. It definitely had some tearing around the collar from just wear. What I did was I brought it in because it was just a little bit oversized, and then because I wanted to make some sort of sleeve detail, I cut off the bottom and then used that extra material. If I had some elastic, I would have made them a little puff sleeve. Now, if you want to make this feel a little bit more Regency silhouette, an option is to take a ribbon and then fake the bust line. Okay, and so that kind of like brings it up a little bit. I do feel a little bit like Wendy from Peter Pan now. Also a little Cinderella-esque, but it's super cute nonetheless. But yeah, you can put a ribbon here and just kind of fake it till you make it, you know? Another option is if you're feeling like you want to add something else, a little bit of flair, you could throw on a long glove like this. I mean, both of them. I have misplaced the other one, so you're gonna get one glove today. You can do a glove. Listen, the fashionistas are fashionista-ing. I say if you want to wear a glove, wear a glove. Is it the most contemporary styling? No, but if you want to wear it, I said it before, I'll say it again. Wear what makes you happy. An alternative option is to wear a shorter glove. Now these are more mid-century than they are Regency, but you could wear a shorter glove. These are actual vintage and I thrifted them. And I do think that they're quite cute. Another accessory that I put on was this little choker that has a cameo on it. Cameos have been really popular throughout history, and I don't know, whenever I think of the Regency era, I do think of cameos. And then I kept my hair the same actually as it was before. I just like threw it up in that twisted braid bun. And then of course you could throw in a headband, you could put some ribbons in your hair. Ribbon in the hair was very popular. Okay, disappointingly, I was going for Elizabeth Bennet with this one, but this dress fits so poorly. I feel like this part needs to come up here. Okay, it's the next day and I decided to go ahead and alter this, so I took out that huge band. Definitely not used to sewing jersey knit, so it's a little bit wavy, but I also need to take it in on the sides so it's pinned. But I still wanted to show you guys this look because I do feel like this is like quintessential Austen-core, and since Jane Austen is from the Regency era, I feel like they coexist. I know Austen-core is kind of a thing of its own, but I do think that this can exist in both aesthetics. Also, this outfit is incredibly cottagecore. So basically, pinafores. Pinafores are the way to go. I am such a huge stan. They fit for basically any aesthetic. You can find a way for a pinafore to work in so very many aesthetics. They're so versatile. I really cannot stress enough how much I love pinafores. But overall, this is a really, really simple outfit. I just have on some Oxfords. These are my Charlie Stone shoes. I feel like, again, really versatile piece, but also I felt like they were kind of similar to the shoes that they were. I mean, for sure not the same, but similar enough. Then of course the pinafore with the high bust line. I even feel like it could even still be higher if I really wanted to go like full-blown Regency. Or if you already have a pinafore and you like how it sits, you can always put a little thin belt or ribbon here, and it would definitely lean into the Regency core of it all. Underneath I have this white collared shirt. This again is very much inspired by Elizabeth Bennet in the 2005 Pride and Prejudice, and so I just thought that this little white collared shirt, hers is like it's like wide. So it's not quite the same, but close enough for rock and roll. Okay, just throw on a couple of accessories. I feel like a simple pearl earring and maybe like a locket or something would look really cute. I don't actually have a locket, but I have this little heart-shaped necklace that I felt like was kind of reminiscent to a locket. I feel like something that feels romantic would be a great accessory for this aesthetic. So I went with this heart necklace and these little pearl earrings because I felt like they were perfect for this look. Okay, we're taking a pretty hard turn here and we're going with Edgy. This is gonna be the last aesthetic for now. I've been filming for hours, but if you guys wanna see me continue to style your aesthetics, I would love to. Shoot them in the comments below. So today, this look we're doing right now, Edgy. Honestly, this is just kind of my style. Sometimes. I'm an aesthetic hopper, you guys know this about me, so this is one of the aesthetics that I'm wearing often. I don't know that you guys necessarily see it on camera that often, but yeah, I love edgy style. But let's like just start from the bottom and work our way up. I have on my Doc's Blairs, big chunky leather sandals. I feel like anything in the Doc Martens realm will always work for the edgy aesthetic, so I went with these Blairs. They're perfect for summer. My biggest suggestion with these is I do find them pretty comfortable except for right in the front here. I would just put like a band-aid there. Moving up, I have on these black linen pants. I think like if you're playing with blacks in the summer, I would try to lean into lighter weight materials. This comes with a matching shirt and you could totally do it with the matching shirt, but I decided to go with this denim corset tank. This is from Target actually, so are the pants. It's got the buckle here that I think is really fun and adds a bit of an edginess to it. And in and of itself, being black and denim kind of just, it fits within like the edgy aesthetic. I accessorized it with these gunmetal rose earrings. They're pretty big. I actually feel like one gunmetal and two big statement earrings, they make so much sense. I also have on a little silver dragon cuff. Moving up, I have on a couple of necklaces. One is a cross choker, and then underneath it I have this necklace here that says Loner. This is actually Youngblood merch. It is, I think, just black and pink beads, and then it has like a little broken heart. Another pendant here, I don't remember what that is, and then there's a little lock with the XI smiley face. The lock, if you know, you know, it's kind of funny. And then I just put my hair in a half up, half down sort of messy bun situation. If you want to add a cool bag, I actually think Betsey Johnson is a great example of a brand that kind of can fit any aesthetic, but her stuff is kind of edgy. I feel like this is a fun option, and this ties in really, really well with this necklace. It's got like little heart, and then it has yellow and pink spikes on it, and it's just like black leather. It's got the chain and the giant like seatbelt strap. I feel like this is a really cool outfit. This is totally something that I would wear just in everyday life. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I threw on like just a bunch of random rings. I am a big fan of like rings on every finger if I can. I actually lost one of my favorite rings, which rip, if I can ever find it again, it will be going back into the rotation. But if anyone has any suggestions for like great thin gold or silver stackables, please let me know. I would love to get my hands on them. I'm sorry, who is she? Oh, I'm obsessed with this outfit. Holy. Woo. Firstly, I wanted to show that edgy outfits don't have to be all black. Black is, yes, a very integral part to dressing within the edgy aesthetic, but seriously, you can do color. Lime green, hot pink, red, dark purples, navy blues. There are so many options when it comes to introducing color, and oh my gosh, I love this. It's reading a little Shigo because of the green and black, but Shigo is an edgy queen, so no complaints here. Let me walk you through this look, you guys. This is so cute. I love it. Oh, literally today what we've discovered is that edgy and traditional cottagecore, they just make me feel like me. And honestly, this skirt right here is a perfect garment for goblin core or dark cottagecore. Okay, so let's start from the bottom. Docs, classic, can't go wrong. These are thrifted. I thrifted them actually at a local thrift store. I talk about it all the time. It's called Uptown Cheapskate. If you're ever in like the Richmond area, 10 out of 10 recommend checking them out. Moving up, this skirt here, I adore it. I was actually influenced to buy this. I follow, you know, I don't actually know what her name is, but she has really cool style, and she was doing corporate goth outfits, and I think she works in an animation studio, and she was wearing this skirt. It is from Blackwood Castle. It's a little pricey, I'm not gonna lie. Their stuff is a little bit pricey, but it's all handmade. They're like made to order. So you place the order and they get to work making it and then shipping it out to you. And it's just really good quality. Like, this is a really thick skirt. I wouldn't even know how to explain it. It's got like a lot of structure to it, you know what I mean? As you can see, there's a little bit of lime green peeking out underneath. That is because this top is a dress. I threw this dress on underneath, and I actually like that you can see the green underneath. I think that it adds like a little bit of texture, adds a little bit of visual interest, but I liked that it added that layer, breaking up the black between the shoes and the skirt, and that it, I don't know, it's like unexpected. I kind of liked it. So this dress is from Target. I bought it last season. I really love pairing it actually with my docs, and then I usually pair it with my black leather jacket, and it is just peak. It's a peak outfit. I love it. Now, to accessorize, I do think it's really important to note, I think that makeup and hair are kind of a big part of this aesthetic. Now, I'm not really a makeup gal or a hair gal, so I just kind of make do with what I can do. My makeup is exactly the same. I just added on like a darker lipstick. For hair, I just looked up like edgy hairstyles, because let's be honest, I don't do my hair very well or very often. There's a lot of it. It's very thick, it's very long, and I really kind of just do what I know and what is easy, which is like half up, half down. But I did see this as a style, like hair down, but then like the bubble braids on both sides, and I thought that was really cute and very easy to do. So I did that for my hair, and I do feel like it adds to this look a lot. And then for accessories, I put on this belt. I gotta find the influencer who was wearing this skirt, but when she styled it, she wore like a belt like this with it, and I was sold. I was like, I love that combination, so freaking cute. So naturally I had to do one too. This is just from Amazon. It's like a little moon and sun, so it's like a little celestial drapey belt. I love the texture, I love the length and the variety of lengths. I love the movement of it. Then I matched my belt with this celestial necklace I have here. This is just like a sun necklace that I got from Target. And then I have some dagger earrings on from Amazon, and then a large variety of rings. They're from a bajillion different places, antique stores, Pure Vita, custom from Etsy, Walmart. They're like from all over the place. Just rings, 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 rings galore. That's what I say. Oh, and I didn't mention I left my little dragon cuff on. I think it goes with any outfit you want. It could literally go with the cottagecore outfits if you wanted it to, because like we mentioned, the cottagecore fantasy of it all. So yeah, this is just like, I think it's so cute. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below. It's totally free, and I'll let you know when I upload new videos, which is every single Thursday. I actually had so much fun putting all of these outfits together. To be honest, I was in quite a bit of a funk today. Like the depression was hitting hard, and just getting to do these outfits helped. It helped a lot. So thank you for being here, for supporting me, for letting me play dress up. Out of all of the 4 aesthetics, I know it was like only 4 aesthetics, but holy moly, like so many outfits. But out of the 4 aesthetics, for sure Cottagecore, which is like forever gonna hold a special place in my heart, and Edgy are the 2 that I definitely can see myself wearing. I'd love to know which one of these you guys would be wearing, and if you want to see me style even more of your aesthetics, feel free to drop them down below. There were so many I didn't even get a chance to even get to. I had written out a list of like 8 aesthetics that I plan to do, and I've been filming this video for now 4 hours. So needless to say, I did not get to them all, but I hope you guys enjoyed the ones that I did get to, and I'd love to, like I said, do another installment of this in the future. Before I let you go, I wanted to give you just a quick update and a preview for next week. So one, the Patreon and my web shop are going to be coming. So my web shop already exists. I just moved it from Etsy to its own website. And the new website will be launching hopefully first or second week of August. I thought I'd show you like a quick sneak peek of a work in progress. This is nowhere near done, but I am making quilted tote bags, and the whole concept is like they're going to be aesthetic based. So this is the Cottagecore one. Again, nowhere near done. This is just one half of it, so like it's not a bag yet. It's not attached to this half yet, so I need to, you know, put them together. But look at how cute. This is the inside, the lining, and then this is the outside. It's so freaking cute with the little mice and the strawberries. Anyway, so I'm making quilted tote bags. I'm really excited. They take a really long time to make, but I'm kind of loving the process. I'm learning a lot in this process. The first one I made was this one. This one was like the sample, so it's like for sure not perfect, but I learned a lot. This one, I'm just keeping it for myself since, like I said, it's a sample, but like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. This one is the Mediterranean summer one, and I love it. So there will be a very limited drop. And when I say limited, I mean very limited. I think like I'm gonna start with 2 of each. There will be a Whimsigoth one, a Cottagecore one, and a Mediterranean summer one. And yeah, I'm literally gonna start with 2 each just to gauge interest, and then we'll go from there. And then of course, there will be earrings and headbands and the things that already exist on the shop. Also, the Patreon should be coming at the beginning of August as well. Again, I'll leave all the information for that down below. So those are kind of the bigger announcements. And then also just like a heads up for next week, I'll be sharing my experience trying out Newly. A few months ago, I asked you guys if you'd be interested in me testing it out. So I subscribed for 3 months to give it a fair shake. And yeah, I take you guys along with me on that journey, keep count of how often I'm wearing the pieces I rented, keep score of the quality, and kind of give you my opinions as to whether or not it's worth it. So if you're interested in seeing that, stick around for next week. And I think that's all I have for you guys now. So you guys know the drill, all the social medias, all the likes and subscribes and all the things. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you know how loved you are. And yeah, don't forget it costs absolutely nothing to be kind. So be kind to yourself and others. I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Literally Zoe suck every time.